after going through this program, I think that confidence level's really grown quicker than it has in previous jobs, where usually it takes me 3 or 4 years to warm up and to have my voice be heard and all that stuff. And I think this has helped me with finding that voice, and coworkers are noticing it and saying that the past few months I seem like a different person and much more outspoken in a good way, of like letting myself be heard and having a seat at the table, and communication skills outside of work in my personal life, same thing, of being better about communicating what I'm trying to say and how I actually feel about situations, instead of just holding back and worrying about what people are going to think so much. Went on board with doing this program, I was thinking, based on prior company trainings I'd done, that it was going to be very business, strictly not looking at any of the introspective stuff, and it was all going to be very surface level of how to be a good employee type thing. And so I think it was the first module when you start diving in of what are you afraid of? Getting super personal. There's things that I am aware of myself that I've been working on, but the right questions started getting asked in the program. It was okay, these are things that I thought I was good with, but maybe I'm not as good with them as I thought. And that scared me, because it was okay, I thought I had control over some of these thoughts and feelings, and now it's bringing them back to the surface. There are areas to still improve. At first scared me, because it was oh, this is much more than just surface level business training. Jacqueline and was able to, and she could see it. She looked at your face and be okay, what's up? Called me on my stuff and really dove into it with me, of recognizing the fear as one thing, but then growing from it and using the other modules that followed it to find the tools to make it not a bad thing was great. You got to be willing to criticize yourself. You got to be willing to really take a look at yourself and recognize that you do have room to grow, and that you don't have it all figured out. Going through it with people is another big piece of it. When I first started the program, there were things I was struggling with here at work that I, in a lot of ways, thought I was the lone wolf, and I'm the only one having these feelings. I'm the only one struggling. And then immediately, first session that we had where all of us spoke, it was oh, I'm not alone. You guys feel the same way. You have the same imposter syndrome. You have the same self-doubt. You have the same fears going on that I've been feeling. And you've been here longer. Being able to have that honesty and just accountability with each other really helped as well. Of having that, I guess, kind of third-party piece of it that was involved in the process. If you're willing to put forth that work, you should really look at this program. I think, especially for somebody that wants to grow, like a lot of people here do.